We've been talking a lot today about face paint. We had the great Jeff Hardy breaking down his processes.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sure game respects game. What do you think about what Jeff Hardy's been doing in the paint game recently?
I love it. I love the effect he puts on his eyelids. That trips me out every time, man. Yeah, I love it. Jeff is obviously someone I've looked up to for a long time, and just getting to be able to work along beside him at Raw before he got drafted to SmackDown, and now watch the growth of the new Jeff Hardy on SmackDown is very, very cool to see, man. I'm excited to see him at SummerSlam.
We've talked to you before about your epic paint when you do the demon character. Can you just remind us on the process, the time, how many people it takes? What's that like?
Yeah, you know what? It changes every time, depending on how much time we have, the location, the venue, the opponent, how I'm feeling. But it's kind of like... It's real art, man, because you never really know what you're going to do when you go in there, and you kind of just feel it out, and it kind of grows and develops in the couple hours that you're going to allot to painting yourself. And normally I like to allot about 4 hours, but honestly it takes five to six.
Wow.
Yeah, it's terrible, and it takes like that to take it off too. So I'll be waking up some Monday mornings and picking paint still out of my beard and stuff, so it's a nightmare.
All right, final question on the paint here. We all grew up wrestling fans. What were your influences in terms of that category to see guys who got over with the face paint?
Obviously, as a kid, Ultimate Warrior I was a huge fan of. And then, Jeff as well was someone I looked up to incredibly. Sting to a lesser extent, only because WCW wasn't available in Ireland on TV. But now you can watch it on WWE Network. Easy.
All right, I got to ask you, there's a thin line sometimes between wrestling journalist and wrestling fan and wrestling mark, because why would we watch so many hours if we didn't care this much as fans? And on these podcast shows, like In This Corner on CBS, look, Finn, we have these arguments about the way people are booked and handled, and we have this argument that what the hell's going on with Finn Balor, one of the short handful list of greatest superstars in the world. Why is he losing to Kane, the mayor of Knox County? Why are things happening? Maybe this is a lull in the big-term booking picture. Do you get as frustrated as we get?
I absolutely do not get frustrated at all, because I have learned that you need to have patience. And I know that everyone likes to kind of figure out, what's going on, or kind of, predict storylines and possible outcomes. But I just kind of turn up and go with the flow. And
that's a great answer.
Yeah, and I know people are watching and they're invested and they want stuff to happen, but me, I'm living it and enjoying it and experiencing it, and I get to experience the highs and the lows. But I get to get in the ring every day and wrestle, and that's
so that's a big picture answer.
I didn't dream of being a champion. I dreamed about being a wrestler, and I'm a wrestler, and I get to wrestle every day. And I don't care who it's against or what title it's for or what TV show it's on. If you want to put me in a ring in Mexico, I'll wrestle there, or in Jamaica or back home in Ireland, I'll wrestle anywhere. I'm getting to wrestle on WWE Raw live every Monday night. And I'm not complaining.
And look, Kane's a legend. I did lose a bit of my soul when he pinned you twice, though. But great answer, though.
Did he pin me twice?
I don't know. It's a foggy memory.
Once anyway. Definitely once.
Oh, wow. Well, you said patience, and of course they've well documented your journey coming back from the injury. Yeah. And this is the spot, Brooklyn, where it happened, SummerSlam 2016. Yeah. Is it, when you come back to the Barclays, when you come back to the city, is it bittersweet because it's one of the biggest moments of your career and one of the biggest letdowns, maybe?
Yeah, I wouldn't say letdown. I would say it was a building block for my career. I like to try and take the positive out of every situation, and that was definitely the biggest learning experience of my career. And, a lot of people say, what if you didn't get hurt? What would have happened? But I really believe in, the fact that everyone has their journey, and that's the way it's supposed to be. And, when I got hurt, I was laying on the floor outside the ring, and I thought to myself, this is very typical of you to put another obstacle in your way of what you want, and that's the way I treated it. The injury was just another obstacle to getting where I wanted to be, and that was to be the top. And just kind of knocked me off the top for a minute, and I'm ready and willing to climb back. And it was weird coming back last year, I got to be honest. There was definitely a little feeling of nervousness going in. But I remember coming backstage last year after facing Bray Wyatt, and I went straight into the trainer's room where a lot of the wrestlers are getting prepared, and one of the wrestlers there that was getting prepared was Seth Rollins. And I walked right up to him and I said, "Brother, I made it." And we high-fived each other and we hugged, and it was a very cool
good
moment.
bro moment.
Yeah,
I like
it was a good bro moment, and obviously, I got that one under my belt, and I'm ready to rock now.
All right, on July 25th, I turned 40, and I'm fighting off the age curve. I may even color the top of my hair, but don't tell anybody. But Finn, I found out that day that was your
birthday,
37th birthday.
Yeah.
How the hell are you 37? I said, hell. How the hell are you 37?
I'm 37 because I was born 37 years ago, in 1981.
You're winning the battle against age here, bro.
Well, stay positive. Don't let things stress you out too much. Don't worry about stuff that you can't control, like booking and
Kane, yeah.
and media and politics. Just I focus on what's around me and worry about that.
I got to work on that my abs then. I mean, if you can do this at 37, maybe I got to hope at 40.
I think the amount of laughing I do as well. There's a lot of internal crunches. Maybe that might be something to do with it.
Time is short here. You gave us a tease of an AJ Styles pay-per-view match last fall, and we all marked the heck out for it, brother. Did you feel that same feeling?
You know what? It was a little bit of a tease because I feel like we only kind of brushed the surface of what me and AJ can deliver. Me and AJ have had very similar careers. But we've always kind of just missed each other wherever we've gone. I was in New Japan, he was in TNA. He came to New Japan the same day I left and went to NXT.
Oh, yeah.
The day I got drafted to Raw, he got drafted to SmackDown, and we always just missed each other. And that was a short notice match with no build, and getting the opportunity to get in there with him was incredible that night. And something that I'm very grateful for, having that opportunity, and hopefully it won't be too long and we do it again.
Okay, you just fired me up. Final question here, Finn. You were going to fight Bray. Going to have a match with Bray last year. He got unfortunately sick. Yeah. Plans had to get changed. We saw Kurt Angle suddenly in a tactical vest. We didn't see the pumpkin demon, Finn Balor. And sometimes I like to say, I'm happy we didn't. Are you happy we didn't?
You know what? No comment.
The best right here. The baller, Finn Balor. Great stuff. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.